Yo, yo, welcome. Today's a beautiful day in West Auckland, and it's too beautiful of a day to be practicing inside. So I'm thinking about getting my scooter and going for a ride out to a nice little beach, playing some saxophone there. And today, I'm thinking about going to Cornwallis. Cornwallis was one of the first places Europeans landed when they came to Auckland. It's the piece right here. I'm going to be taking this out. Hell yeah. Holy shit. Damn, bro, that was like driving through a Cambodian village or something. But here we are, Cornwallis. We're at the top of the hill. So before we get into some practice, some saxophone music. Oh, you can see over there too. Before I get into some practice, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of Cornwallis. So, before the Europeans came, this area was known as Karangahape, and it was a place of settlement for the Ngāti Whātua. There was even a pā up here in the mountains. In 1835, an Australian timber merchant by the name of Thomas Mitchell bought some land off the Ngāti Whātua chief Apihai Te Kāwau, and he bought this land right here. Unfortunately though, after a couple months, he drowned in these same seas. And a man by the name of Captain William Simmons bought the land of Mitchell's wife. William Simmons named this area Cornwallis after his uncle, Charles Cornwallis. Over the next few years, Captain Simmons, with the help of his friend Captain Heel and Mr. Sinclair, formed the company and started subdividing plots of land in Cornwallis for logging, trading and shipping. The three men advertised Cornwallis as an idyllic place of settlement for Scottish settlers, and in 1840, 88 plots of land were sold, and a ship named the Brilliant left Scotland for Cornwallis. However, when these settlers arrived after their 10-month voyage, they arrived to no sign of actual settlement like they had been advertised, just bush. There was anger with these new settlers, and as the government hadn't approved any of the land grabs and plots they had paid for, they weren't actually legally allowed to own their land. And more bad news, in 1841, William Simmons drowned and leadership was handed over to one of the settlers from the ship, Lachlan McLaughlin. One day in 1844, Lachlan McLaughlin, who was sick of this lack of communication and support from the original company, challenged Mr. Sinclair to a duel. He beat him in his own home with a whip. And then after a couple of months, Mr. Sinclair killed himself. So yeah, Cornwallis was one of the first failed attempts at creating a timber milling settlement in Auckland. And here we are at the monument that celebrates the arrival of the Brilliant. The Scottish settlers that came here and got deceived into buying land that wasn't actually their land. Yo, so I got my sax here, just seeing what looks good to play by. Should I choose this beautiful view, or should I choose this beautiful view? Man, I rate this spot a 9 out of 10. It's awesome. It's secluded. There's ocean views everywhere I look. Now this is 10 out of 10. The only thing would be in the winter or when it's raining, it wouldn't be ideal because there's not much shade. But also, why would I be practicing if it's raining, you know? It's an awesome spot. Nobody comes up here because, yeah, there's that Cambodian driveway down there that you're supposed to walk up. Luckily I have a scooter. But yeah, now this is definitely a 10 out of 10 spot. Okay, I'm gonna move this because otherwise my ass is gonna burn. But yo, check this out, man. What? And this is so like untouched, as you can see. Like no one's been here since I've been here, because nobody wants to go up some like Cambodian driveway, bro. I've got bits of meat and skin still stuck in a Cambodian driveway in the middle of Priyadak, about 40 minutes away from Siem Reap, Cambodia. So I'm allowed to say stuff like that, eh? I'm allowed to say stuff like that. Here's a proper look at the plaque. As you can see, the band of settlers that pulled up. Mr. Lachlan McLaughlin. And yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool monument that's still just like stuck here. Nobody really comes up here because of the Cambodian driveway. And yeah, it's just all to us, you know. It's a place to, you know, respect those Scottish settlers that came here. But it's also a place to practice. Oh man, I'm a bit tired from playing now. I think I've had enough for today. Drive around Cornwallis, I'll show you a few more things and then, yeah, we'll dip. But anyway, here's this beautiful view again. Okay guys, let's go. Let's go back down this fucking Cambodian village road. It's definitely more fun going up than down. Okay, so why are we here? This is one of the last stops that I'm gonna make on this trip to Cornwallis. We are walking towards a gravesite. Back in the 1830s, I'll check the date once we get there, a ship crashed further along towards the Manukau Heads. Many people died. I think it was like 176 people died. It's one of the biggest maritime tragedies in New Zealand to this day. Okay, so here we are. This plaque marks the graves of 3 unknown sailors of the Queen who lost their lives when the HMF Orpheus founded at the Manukau entrance on February 7th, 1863. Unknown friends who recovered the bodies from the sea below laid them to rest in this quiet place. Very sad sight, very haunting. In my next video, hopefully I'll be going to Whatipu. Whatipu is close to the Manukau Heads, and you can actually go towards the area where the HMF Orpheus crashed. So I just wanted to show you that. It's also important to, show our respects when coming to places like this. It's a long time ago, but it was a big tragedy. And it shows what, early settlers of New Zealand, European settlers of New Zealand went through when trying to make their life in this new land. I just wanted to show you around Cornwallis, tell you about the history, find a nice place to play sax, and I think we've done all of that. I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, I think this is going to be an ongoing series where I just go around West Auckland, find a place to practice, tell you about the local history, and yeah, thank you for watching.